Inspiring story of George Washington, the father of his country. George Washington, the first president of the United States, is often hailed as the father of his country for his crucial role in leading the American colonies to victory over British rule and establishing the foundational principles of the nation. Born on February 22, 1732 in Virginia, Washington was a land surveyor, soldier, and statesman who led the Continental Army during the American Revolution. After helping to win American independence, Washington presided over the Constitutional Convention of 1787, setting the stage for the formation of the US government. He served 2 terms as the first president, setting important precedents for future leaders. Top 10 things to know about George Washington. 1. Commander-in-Chief. Washington was appointed the Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army during the American Revolution, leading the colonies to victory over Britain. 2. First US President. He became the first President of the United States in 1789, serving 2 terms from 1789 to 1797. Monarchy. He famously rejected the idea of becoming a king after the Revolution, reinforcing democratic principles. 5. Constitutional Convention leader. Washington presided over the Constitutional Convention in 1787, which resulted in the US Constitution. 6. Farewell address. In his farewell address, Washington warned the nation about the dangers of political parties, foreign alliances, and sectionalism. 7. Advocate of national unity. He worked tirelessly to keep the new nation united, believing that only through unity could the United States succeed. Washington established a policy of neutrality regarding foreign conflicts, particularly in the early stages of European wars. 9. Slave owners' evolution. While he owned slaves during his lifetime, he was the only founding father to emancipate all of his slaves in his will. 10. Mount Vernon legacy. Washington's estate, Mount Vernon, remains a national historic landmark and a symbol of his leadership and legacy. Top movies and documentaries on George Washington. 1. George Washington, 1984. A biographical TV miniseries that chronicles Washington's life from his early years to the Revolutionary War and presidency. 2. The Crossing, 2000. This film highlights Washington's daring Christmas night crossing of the Delaware River during the American Revolution. 3. Washington 2020. A documentary series that explores the life and impact of George Washington, focusing on his leadership and personal struggles. 4. Revolution 1985, a historical drama that showcases the Revolutionary War, including Washington's leadership. 5. The American Revolution 2006, a History Channel documentary series with a focus on key figures like Washington. 5 amazing facts about George Washington. 1. Military brilliance at Trenton. Washington's famous crossing of the Delaware River on Christmas night in 1776 led to a surprise attack on the British at Trenton, a pivotal victory for the struggling American forces. 2. Only unanimously elected president. Washington remains the only US president to have been unanimously elected by the Electoral College, not once, but twice. 3. Diverse careers. Before becoming a military and political leader, Washington worked as a land surveyor and farmer. 4. Famed horseman. He was a skilled horseman, known for his bravery and presence on the battlefield, often seen riding into battle on his horse. 5. Declined a salary. When he became Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army, Washington refused a salary, accepting only reimbursement for expenses. 5 lessons to learn from George Washington. 1. Lead by example. Washington believed in leading by example, whether on the battlefield or in government. His personal integrity and commitment to duty set a high standard for leadership. 2. Sacrifice for a greater cause. Washington showed that true leadership often requires personal sacrifice. He dedicated his life to serving the country, both in war and peace, without seeking personal power. 3. Value of humility. Despite his immense influence, Washington remained humble. He refused to be crowned a king, choosing instead to retire to private life after his presidency. 4. Unify, don't divide. Washington constantly emphasized the importance of national unity and warned against the divisiveness of political parties and factions. 5. Stay neutral when necessary. Washington's foreign policy of neutrality helped the young nation avoid unnecessary conflicts, showing the importance of strategic patience and engaging summary and question to the audience. George Washington's life story is one of courage, integrity, and visionary leadership. From leading the Continental Army to victory in the American Revolution to setting the foundations for American democracy as the first president, Washington's legacy is vast and enduring. His insistence on unity, humility, and service continues to resonate with leaders today. Washington believed in the potential of the American people of the United States to become a global leader. Washington's commitment to unity and selfless leadership played a key role in the success of the American Revolution and the founding of the United States. In today's world, where political and social divisions are prominent, how can we apply Washington's values of integrity and unity to address modern-day challenges?